So welcome everyone to our session. So today's session is part of our prosperity series. And today we are going to be talking about angels in the context of prosperity and also in terms of getting help for various things that we need help for, right? So with that, let's start with an invocation. Let's close our eyes, connect the tongue to the palate. Let us invoke to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother. We thank you for your priceless blessings, for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, divine love, mercy, inner healing, physical healing. Thank you for the inner strength to practice regularly. Thank you for your divine help and protection, for illumination, abundance, and prosperity. We thank you. Okay, let's do the soul affirmation. I am that I am. I am not the body. I am not the emotions. I am not thought. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am one with my higher soul. I am that I am. I am one with the divine spark within me. I am a child of God. I am connected with God. I am one with God, and I am one with all. Master Cho also says this is the truth, regardless of the capacity of the brain to experience the truth, something like that. Okay, so we start with super brain yoga. So let's cross our arms in front of our chest, connect the tongue to the palate. Keep your right hand on top. Let's face deep. And Priya will demonstrate, and I will just do the counting. So we are going to do the super brain yoga. This helps to balance our upper chakras and our lower chakras. Okay? So let's start. Inhale, go down. One. Inhale, go down. Two. Inhale, go down. Three. Down four. Inhale, go down five. Six. And the last level of energy. And okay, so how many of us, and this is again addressed mostly to people who have already done basic pranic healing. So, how many of us have actually read the book on basic pranic healing? And those of us who have read it, have you observed that Master Chokkok Sui invokes to angels and he also invokes to ministers? Yeah. So, when I was thinking about this, and of course, we did this workshop called Applied Spiritual Technology with Master Faith in Manila. So, this is something that she teaches, and she was going to launch the Angel Workshop this year. Of course, due to COVID, it didn't happen. So, we're hoping it will happen next year. But in that process, she taught us a few things about angels, which I would like to share with you. So, again, this is the prosperity series. And one of the things that we have to keep in mind regarding prosperity, again, as I understood from Acharya Faith, and again, if I'm making a mistake, I'm really sorry, but the idea is to share what I know. So, the one of the things that she said is that it is really important for us to be aware of our energy because apparently the angels are attracted when we have positive energy. So the angels are made of what we call the astral body. So, when we do the soul affirmation and we say, I am not the body, I am not the emotion, I am not the thought. When we refer to I am not the emotion, we are referring to the astral energy. Now, angels are basically made of mostly astral energy. They have a parallel level of evolution with humans in the sense that humans are evolving and angels are also evolving. So just because someone or a being is an angel, it doesn't necessarily mean that they are a very highly evolved angel. It just means that they are an angel and they're also following an evolutionary process. So those of us who want to learn more about that, we have a couple of YouTube videos called the Angel series. You can look that up. Okay, so how does this bring us to the prosperity angle? So one of the things that she said is that when we get angry or when we get upset or when we have negative emotions, then what happens is the angels that are there. So we also have guardian angels, right? And we also have other angels that we attract. All our virtues are actually angels. So when we attract these angels, and then when we do something that is negative, for example, if we get angry with someone, or we shout, or we are, depressed or sad or unhappy, then what happens is that the energy of the angel becomes incompatible with our energy. So again, what happens is that the angel begins to actually step away from us. Okay, so the angel will go further and further and further and further away till we change. So when we change our, when we become happy again, when we become nice again, then we will attract those angels back. So then your question may be that, okay, if the angels are only going to be there when I'm happy, then how are they going to help me? Right? So the idea is to be in a happy state and to request our angels to be around us. So on a couple of the other series that we've done, we've talked about requesting angels for help. We've also talked about asking angels to remind us that they're there. So I use this quite a bit. I request my angels to remind me that they are there. And for, you know, anything that we want to do related to prosperity or business or job or whatever it is, we can just invoke to our guardian angel. Okay. Apart from, of course, all the other angels, which are the archangels, then there are many, many hierarchies of angels. And there are, of course, our guardian angels. So what we can do is we can invoke to our guardian angel for help. So we can be like, let's say, for example, I want to invite some people over for a workshop. Then I can basically tell my angel of prosperity and my angel of advertising to basically anchor itself to my phone, right? So that whoever I call, then it will remind me to be in a positive state, to be happy, to smile, and to be able to share that energy with others. Now, again, you may be thinking like, why do I need to be in a happy state when I'm calling other people? Um, so, we all have an aura. We all know we have an aura, right? Or if you don't, you can again take the basic pranic healing workshop and learn about the aura. So what happens is that when our aura is full of good stuff, when we talk to somebody, we are actually also, transferring some of that good stuff to the other person. Now, if our aura is only full of negativity, then when we talk to somebody, we're going to transfer that energy to the other person also. Okay. So for anything that you need help, okay, you can basically invoke the angels. You can um, you can request them for help for anything. So one of the techniques that I often use is basically I say, bless the angels, and I say, I bless the angels of prosperity, and I request them for their help. Now let's say, for example, we are having a problem. So angels kind of help us a little differently from prayer, although it leads to the same place. So let's say, for example, if you were to call a client and you were to be happy calling the client, or you were to smile, then obviously you would, or full of positive energy, obviously you're going to get a positive response. So similarly, what happens with angels is that if we actually request them for help, then you may find that the angel actually starts to whisper in your ear what you need to say to the other person. Okay. So I've done this very often when I'm stuck in a situation where a client is saying something and I don't know how to respond. And I'll be say, okay, angels of communication, angels of my practice, angels of pranic healing, angels of Aratic yoga, can you please help me address this particular client? Okay. So those are the ways that we can request the angels for help. Now we need to remember that angels will intervene when we ask them to intervene. So if you're thinking, okay, so if I have a guardian angel, then why doesn't the guardian angel just take care of me? Because there is also something called free will. And again, we have a couple of videos, and I think we have one on angels and free will, where we talk in a little bit more detail about how the angel will come for your help when you ask for help. And I think I used an example that, when you regularly ask people for help, certain people for certain types of help, then they get used to helping you in that manner. So if they see that you're in a situation where you need that help, they will automatically help. So the more you invoke the angels, the more they're like, oh, okay, Sheetal wants help, or Sheetal wants us to help, or this person wants us to help. So they will crowd around, because one of the things that if you listen to Acharya Nona's meditation, which we will play in some time, she says that the angels are there to help. They really want us to help. They really want to help us, but we have to ask for that help because they don't want to interfere with our free will. Okay, there's something called free will, and there's something called asking for help. So if you ask the angels for help, they will intervene and help. Okay. Now, some people are asking what exactly is an angel and how we define an angel. So that's again covered in some of our previous YouTube videos. So we won't repeat that here. You can go ahead and look at some of those sessions. So angels of prosperity, right? So, where does prosperity reside? Where does prosperity reside? So if we go through the school of Master Chopak Sui, and we do the meditation of twin hearts, we understand that a lot of prosperity has to do with the heart. We love the people around us, and we love the people, universal love through the crown. So the heart is a really important place for prosperity. So one thing that I often invoke to is the angel of my heart. Okay, so all the chakras, again, we also have a session on angel chakras and Pandavas, I think it's called, where we talk about how each chakra is an angel and is responsible for certain types of virtues that we have. So we can invoke our angels. So similarly, we can invoke angels for everything. You can invoke the angels of your home. When we are going out of the house and we want our homes to be protected, we can invoke to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, please take care of my home while I'm away. You can invoke to Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael, when you're traveling, because they can protect you while you're traveling. So these are the other ways in which we can invoke angels. Now, the payment, so to say, that is required, that I understand is required by angels, is love and respect. Okay, as simple as that. You request them with respect, and you show gratitude. So, just brings us down to the same things, praying, which is asking, being grateful for what we have, being loving, being kind, and being grateful, right? Being grateful is like, repeated twice. So if you just say thank you to the angels regularly, then we'll find that the angels will help us some more. So this is how we get invisible helpers for our business or for our work. And you can try this, like if you have a client that you're working on, you can request your angels to help that client to reach you. If someone is lost, you can, they're trying to find their way to your office and they can't find their way. Then again, you can request your angels to please guide that person to your office. So there are all these little things, because sometimes, at least this used to happen to me, is like, if it's something really small, like I don't really want to, bother the Supreme God. I think it's just me. I don't want to be like, Supreme God, please help with this, right? Like Supreme God has many other important things to do. And of course, there are all these other gurus and teachers, and of course, the angels. So again, I feel that, it's like gratitude. So if you say thank you to your angels regularly, you request them for help regularly, then you can ask them to be with you and to help you on your path of prosperity. Okay. I invoke to my angels pretty often. I also invoke to angels of other people, especially if I'm doing healing for clients. Then I invoke to their guardian angels. I'll invoke to their families. I'll invoke to the angels of people's homes, people's businesses, everything. So everything that has an aura or has astral energy has an angel. Okay. So I hope this was useful. And I hope that you will invoke your angels more. And so now we're going to do the meditation, the Archangel meditation by Acharya Nona. Those of us joining us on YouTube, we will not be recording the meditation. You can join us for our live sessions at 4 o'clock on on Fridays, India time. Okay. So let's be aware of the presence of the angels. Archangel Uriel before us, Archangel Raphael behind us, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Gabriel surrounding us from the four directions. So we are always in the presence of the angels. We just need to invoke based on whatever is it that we are looking for at that moment. If we are looking for guidance, we can invoke Archangel Uriel. If we are looking for healing, we can invoke Archangel Raphael. If we are looking for protection, we can invoke Archangel Michael. And if we are looking for good news, then we can invoke Archangel Gabriel. So, similarly, when we surround our business or our uh, home with the archangels, then the archangels from all four directions send all these beautiful energies to us. Okay, so let's take some time and also bless the entire planet Earth. Let's bless all the angels. Let's bless the entire angelic kingdom. May all the angels be able to evolve rapidly and properly. And as we heard Acharya Nona say, that the angels are here. They are here to help. They're very, very passionate about what they do. So let's get into the mode of asking them for help for our business, for our bank accounts, our prosperity, our health, our relationships, and our spiritual progress, for protection, for love. So just take a few seconds to feel your angels. Take a few seconds to feel the angels around you. Be aware of their presence. See, everyone likes to be appreciated, so do your angels. So if you're constantly remembering them, that they're there to support you, they're there to help you, then you'll attract more and more angels. Okay. And if you're specifically looking for angels of prosperity, then you can request the angels of prosperity to come to you. If you're looking for angels of harmony, you can request angels of harmony to come to you. So whatever you're looking for, just invoke those angels to come to you and to help you. Okay, so that's how I take help from the angels. So we have a quick testimonial from someone here who is saying that I don't know if I can reveal the name, so I'm just going to reveal the testimonial, which is that she says that I had a problem with my bank account and invoked angels, and my issue got resolved in a few minutes. So yeah, if you're stuck in the bank and you're having some issues, you can invoke the angels for practical things like that also. So today's topic was get invisible helpers. So as we've discussed, you can invoke the angels. You can pretty much invoke the angels for pretty much anything. If you're just doing housework also, even just cleaning the utensils, if you just invoke the angels of the nature spirits, the angels of water to help you. If you are doing some other errands, you need some help carrying bags, if you're going grocery shopping and you need help carrying bags, you can request the angels and you can see what happens. Okay. Again, don't believe anything that I have to say. Try it for yourself. See if it works for you. And for me, it really works. Like if I can't find something, I'll just be like, listen, angels, please help. Lord. So just to give you an example, like we just finished the workshop, then we had a group meeting, and I came home, and then I realized, oops, some members of my team are not going to be here today, so I had to organize the meditation. So I just started invoking my angels, okay, for helping me put the meditation together, for helping me put the lights. My laptop was discharged, like I said. So, there are some really practical ways in which they can help. And I don't know how it works, but right now my laptop is showing great charge. So sometimes it's magical. So I guess to some extent, you could see if the magic works for you. And maybe when it works for you, then you can believe it. Okay. So we are really not propounding that anybody believe anything blindly, but try it, request the angels, smile a lot, and just be like, just like how you ask, like, our parents sometimes for help. Similarly, if you just ask the angels for help, like, listen, angel, please, 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 angels of meditation, please, please, please tell me how I can play this meditation today. Something like that. Okay. So anyway, try it. And our next session is on the Bhagavad Gita. So we'll see you then. And till then, I guess, hasta la vista. Okay. Bye. Oh, and we also have an advanced pranic healing workshop coming up soon. So in case you're interested in taking advanced pranic healing um, offline, which means not online, then do send us a text on the number below. Okay.